Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2025 Lloydminster Fall Roundup at Stockade. We are going to open up this evening with our Princess of the Prairies Bred Heifer Showdown, sponsored by Farm Credit. The way this show will work is it's a bracket format. We'll have two heifers enter the ring at once. Our three judges will evaluate the heifers, and they will select one. That heifer will advance to the next round. We will go through the entirety of bracket A, and then we will do bracket C, bracket B, and then bracket C, and then come up with our final winners. Our first class, we did have a scratch in it, so in our first split, entry number 300, LEGL Roxy 14M from Big Sky Cattle Company automatically advances. So our second split will be coming into the ring. That will be entry number 302, Justamere Priscilla, 221M from Justamere Farms, and entry number 303, Sherwood Marilyn Monroe, 448M from Sherwood Farms. At this time, I'd like to introduce our judges. We have Austin Fisk, Sarah Archdeacon, and Nick Blizchuk. Sorry. Austin, along with his wife Jennifer, live northeast of Lloydminster, where they have a small herd consisting of purebred Black Angus and crossbred females. They sell a group of prospect steers every year by private treaty off the farm, as well as consigning to select Angus female sales. Austin was raised near Brooks, Alberta, with purebred Simmental cattle. He has had the honor of judging beef cattle across Canada. Austin is excited to start the week off in the ring tonight on this panel with two fellow cattlemen he respects. Stop by the Fisk Cattle Company stall throughout the week for a visit. Sarah Archdeacon, along with her husband Ryan and their son Jack, own and operate Arch Holdings. Arch Holdings is a purebred Simmental, Mainland Jew, and club calf operation. They recently held their 13th annual prospect steer and heifer sale in October and sell bulls privately every spring off the farm. Her greatest joy is watching Jack at junior shows throughout the summer and spring. Nick is from Vermilion, Alberta, and owns and operates Chatsworth Land and Cattle along with his brother, Alex, consisting of 250 commercial cows and 40 purebred Simmental and Angus cows, as well as some grain farming. The focus of both herds is raising high-performance and high-fertility cattle. Chatsworth Land and Cattle have offered a select group of early December and January pairs alongside their bulls the first week of March the past 2 years. Nick participated in many judging competitions in his teenage years, including at the Nile in Montana, as well as many 4-H shows the last few years. Nick would like to thank the Lloydminster Stockade Roundup Committee for inviting him to the show. So the results are in, and advancing out of this split is entry number 302, Justamere Priscilla, 221M from Justamere Farms. As these heifers enter the ring, the bracket is set up in a tournament style, starting with the two youngest heifers and ending with the two oldest heifers. Heifers will show in pairs, with the winning heifer moving into the next round. Our next split, we also had a scratch in. So entry number 304, BDT Magic 13M from Temple Farms automatically advances. So entering the ring now, we have entry number 306, Double H Reba 210M from Dunsmuir Family Farms. And entry number, this is we'll be going through the entire A bracket, so we should have entry number 306 and 307 in the ring next. Okay, we got her straightened out now. So these entry 300 got the bye in the first bracket, and 302 on the second bracket. So they will show against each other now to advance. So entry number 300 is LEGL Roxy 14M from Big Sky Cattle Company, and entry number 302 is Justamere Priscilla 221M from Justamere Farms. So the results are in, and advancing is entry number 302, Justamere Priscilla 221M from Justamere Farms. Our next split, we had a scratch, so entry number 304, BDT Magic 13M automatically advances. Entry number 305 was a scratch. So we should have entries number 306 and 307 coming into the ring now. I'd like to thank our Princess of the Prairies Bred Heifer Jackpot Show sponsor, who is Farm Credit Canada. Farm Credit is sponsoring cash awards for the Grand and Reserve Champion females. The Grand Champion female will receive $750, and the Reserve Champion will receive $250. After tonight's jackpot show, they will be having the Alberta Beef Producers Welcome Social. Appetizers will be sponsored by the Alberta Beef Producers, along with lots of exhibitor draws, including items donated from local businesses and cattle producers. Tomorrow, the purebred shows will begin at 10 a.m. After the social and the awards tonight, there's a pretty good chance I'm here in the Blue Jays game will be shown on the screens around the barn. Okay, we're moving into our next split here. We have entry number 306, Double H Reba 210M from Dunsmuir Family Farms, and entry number 307, Freiburg Blackbird 36M from Freiburg Angus Farms. We have our results in, and advancing to the next round will be entry number 307, Freiburg Blackbird 36M from Freiburg Angus Farms. We'll now have entry number 304, BDT Magic 13M from Temple Farms, and entry number 307, Freiburg Blackbird 36M from Freiburg Angus returning to the ring. I'd like to remind you to visit the Paradise Hill Ranch in Western Ware set up there in the Dick Jones Sale Pavilion. Any of your show supplies and clothes, they'll have anything you need there. And if they don't have it there, I'm sure they'll find it. We'd also like to send a big thanks out to Josh Wick from Midnight Farms for supplying the straw for the tie-outs this year, and the Horizon Ag and Turf for supplying the spreader. Okay, here we go. We've got entry number 304, BDT Magic 13M from Temple Farms, and entry number 307, Fiber and Blackbird 36M from Fiber and Angus Farms. If we could have the B bracket cattle get into the marshalling area, please. B bracket. So the results are in. Advancing out of this class is entry number 307, Fiber and Blackbird 36M from Fiber and Angus Farms. So now we will have entry number 302, Justamir Priscilla 221M returning to the ring to complete the A bracket. So coming into the ring now is entry number 302, Justamir Priscilla 221M from Justamir Farms, and entry number 307, Fiber and Blackbird 36M from Fiber and Angus Farms. And the results are in, and winning our A bracket is entry number 302, Justamir Priscilla, 221M from Justamir Farms. You'll see her back a little later against the B bracket winner, advance on to the finals. Okay, everybody in the B bracket, if you could certainly make your way up to the ring, it would be greatly appreciated. We are looking for entries number 308 and 309 to begin the B bracket. Just while we're waiting for those entries to get to the marshalling area, I'd like to remind everybody to stop by the office and buy your tickets for the Chase the Ace. You can get the tickets at the office. They cost $10 each, or you get 3 for $25, 8 for $50, or 20 for $100. And the jackpot is sitting at a little over $36,000. So make sure you stop by the office and see the girls to get all the details and get your tickets. And if you can hear me back in the barns, we'd sure like everybody from bracket B to get making their way up to the ring. There's a ball game tonight, guys. And here they come into the ring. So entering the ring first is entry number. So in the ring, we have entry number 308, Red McGowan, Mrs. Young, 78M from McGowan Farms, and entry number 309, Twin Springs Flirt, 15M from Twin Springs Farm. So returning to the ring from this split will be entry number 309, Twin Springs Flirt 15M from Twin Springs Farm. Next into the ring will be entry number 310, Tidy's Prickly Pear 27M from Tidy Livestock and 2-7 Cattle Investments, and entry number 311, Golden Oak 1054 Magnolia 435M from Murray Ranches. And once again, I'd like to just thank Farm Credit for sponsoring this event tonight. The Grand Champion female will receive $750 cash, and the Reserve Champion will receive $250 cash. So thank you to Farm Credit Canada. So advancing from this class is entry number 311, Golden Oak 1054 Magnolia 435M from Murray Ranches. So now we have entry number 309, Twin Springs Flirt 15M from Twin Springs Farm, and entry number 311, Golden Oak 1054 Magnolia 435M for Murray Ranches, returning to the ring. So coming out of this class is entry number 311, Golden Oak, 1054 Magnolia, 435M from Murray Ranches. Coming up next in bracket B, we have entry number 312, Black Gold Mississippi, 133M from Sylvia Cattle Company, and entry number 313, Black Gold GW Miss Foxtrot, 111M from Hagel Livestock. After tonight's jackpot show, there will be a welcome social sponsored by Alberta Beef Producers. There'll be some appetizers out along with some exhibitor draws and lots of items donated from local businesses and cattle producers. So make sure to stick around for that. And then after the social, they'll be putting the Blue Jays game up on the TV screens for you. So coming out of this split, we have entry number 312, Black Gold Mississippi, 133M from Sylvia Cattle Company. Entering the ring now, we have entry number 314, Ravenworth Lightning Lady, 314M from Ravenworth Cattle, and entry number 315, GVR Lady Rancher, 65M from Green Valley Ranches. And advancing from this split, we have entry number 314, Ravenworth Lightning Lady, 314M from Ravenworth Cattle. So now returning to the ring, we have entry number 312, Black Gold Miss Tibby, 133M from Sylvia Cattle Company, and entry number 314, Ravenworth Lightning Lady, 314M from Ravenworth Cattle. If you find yourself short of any show supplies or clothing while you're here at the Stockade Roundup, make sure to stop around by the Paradise Hill Ranch and Western Wear trailer over here in the Dick Jones Sales Pavilion. I'm sure they can get you set up with whatever you need. So advancing, we have entry number 312, Black Gold Miss Tibby, 133M, Farmer Sylvia Cattle Company. So returning to the ring to finish out our B bracket, we have entry number 311, Golden Oak, 1054 Magnolia, 435M from Murray Ranches, and entry number 312, Black Gold Miss Tibby, 133M from Sylvia Cattle Company. I'd like to give a big thanks to Josh Wick from Midnight Farms for supplying the straw for the tie-outs this year, and Horizon Ag and Turf for supplying the spreader. So the results are in, and advancing out of the B bracket is entry number 312, Black Gold Miss Tibby, 133M from Sylvia Cattle Company. So we're ready to move into the C bracket now. The two heifers entering the ring are entry number 316, Red CS Selma 6M from CS Ranching, And entry number 317, Red Sprucefield, May JNF 10M, shown by Peterson Livestock. So advancing from this split, we have entry number 316, Red CS Selma 6M from CS Ranching. And once again, thank you to the Princess of the Prairies Bred Heifer Showdown sponsor, who is Farm Credit. They will be donating a cash prize of $750 to the champion and $250 to the reserve. So thank you, Farm Credit, for your sponsorship. So in the ring now, we have entry number 318, Andrew Classy Bet, 1004M from Egan Land and Cattle, and entry number 319, Black Gold Miss Haley, 28M from Welgren Farms. And after tonight's Jackpot show, the Alberta Beef Producers will be hosting a welcome social. There will be appetizers, compliments of the Alberta Beef Producers, along with lots of exhibitor draws. And this will include items donated from local businesses and cattle producers. So thank you to the Alberta Beef Producers. So advancing out of this class, we have entry number 319, Black Gold Miss Haley, 28M from Walgren Farms. Now returning to the ring, we have entry number 316, Red CS Selma 6M from CS Ranching, and entry number 319, Black Gold Miss Haley 28M from Walgren Farms. So advancing on, we have entry number 319, Black Gold Miss Haley 28M from Walgren Farms. Coming into the ring next, we have entry number 320, Marblin Mela 2M from Alexa Moore, and entry number 321, Eldom Flora 401M from Eldom Cattle Investments. Just a reminder that the Chase Ace draw is happening here on Wednesday. You can stop around by the office, get your tickets from the girls. Tickets are $10 each, or you can get 3 for $25, 8 for $50, or 20 for $100. And this week's jackpot is sitting at a little over $36,000. So advancing along out of bracket C, we have entry number 321, Eldom Flora 401M from Eldom Cattle Investments. So now returning to the ring, we have entry number 321, Eldom Flora 401M from Eldom Cattle Investments, along with entry number 322, Black Gold Lindgren Minnesota 4M from Double RN Ranching. And advancing to the final in the C bracket is entry number 322, Black Gold Lindgren Minnesota 4M from Double RN Ranching. Now returning to the ring for our final in our C bracket is entry number 319, Black Gold Miss Haley 28M from Walgren Farms, and you can also add Greenwood and Ivory Downs as additional owners. And entry number 322, Black Gold Lindgren Minnesota 4M from Double RN Ranching.
places that I've been. You never guess the places that I've been. 'Cause everything is like a dream, yeah, but only in that dream that I live in. I'm never gonna let the day begin. Never gonna let the day begin.
So our finalist out of the C bracket is entry number 322, Black Gold Lindgren, Minnesota 4M from Double RN Ranching. So that brings us down to three heifers out of the A bracket. We have entry number 302, Justamere Priscilla, 221M from Justamere Farms. Out of the B bracket, entry number 312, Black Gold Miss Tibby, 133M from Mersilvia Cattle Company. And out of the C bracket, 322, Black Gold Miss Lindgren, Black Gold Lindgren, Minnesota. But those were the three heifers that will be vying for our Grand and Reserve Grand. So coming into the ring first is entry number 302, entry number 302, Justamere Priscilla, 221M from Justamere Farms, and entry number 312, Black Gold Miss Tibby, 133M from Mersilvia Cattle Company. And once again, thank you to Farm Credit for the cash awards in our Princess of the Prairies Bred Heifer Showdown. The grand champion will receive $750, and the reserve will walk away with $250. So thank you, Farm Credit. So advancing to our final out of the B bracket is entry number 312, Black Gold Miss Tibby, 133M from Mersilvia Cattle Company. She will now go head-to-head with entry number 322, Black Gold Lindgren, Minnesota 4M from Double RN Ranching for our Grand and Reserve Grand Champion in our Princess of the Prairies Bracket Challenge. Sponsored by Farm Credit. So first into the ring is entry number 312, Black Gold Miss Tibby, 133M, from Mersilvia Cattle Company, and entry number 322, Black Gold Lindgren, Minnesota, 4M, from Double RN Ranching. Just while we're waiting here, we're going to hold you up a little bit, and we're going to have a few words from Austin.
Let's give all these exhibitors a round of applause tonight. On behalf of my co-companions out here sorting these cattle, Nick and Sarah, I guess I drew the short straw in talking, or actually they just told me that they weren't doing it. So in that, honestly, I think as we went along through these brackets here, I think there were some really good cattle all the way through. We sent some really good ones back to the barn as well. As you can see, the two we got out here, just in terms of like genuine muscle shape and body mass, I think as we get to the ground and you see these cattle move, I think the flexibility in these ones that are left standing out here at the top of this deal is just tremendous. I think our genuine base width at the ground too is exceptional in terms of as we go on throughout the day here. With that, we're not really going to take up a whole bunch of time anymore. Sarah, I'll go out and show you which one is your champion in this bred heifer jackpot.
Thank you, Austin. Let's put our hands together for their job tonight, folks. And our champion is entry number 312, Black Gold Miss Tibby 133M from Sylvia Cattle Company. They will receive $750 from Farm Credit. And our reserve champion is entry number 322, Black Gold Lingard Minnesota 4M from Double RM Ranching. So congratulations and thank you, Farm Credit. So now we'll be moving along to our Welcome Social, sponsored by the Alberta Beef Producers. There'll be some appetizers served over there, along with some exhibitors' draws from items donated from local businesses and cattle producers. Tomorrow we will be starting the purebred shows at 10 o'clock, so we hope to see you all here or back on DLMS. Have a good night.